finding myself in a little patch of earth, in a small corner of this earth, engaging in ordinary daily rhythms that repeat day after day. Small tasks that might seem insignificant to the world, but so meaningful to the ones that connect their lives with mine. I'm a mother and a wife, and someone who plants seeds where the earth was bare, who fills spaces with as much handmade beauty as possible, even if it's just in a little camper home. Spring has arrived with a sudden awakening of all that was sleeping for the long, quiet months of winter. Tree swallows swooping in the air and making their home in our nests. Our bobwhites whistling and leaving tiny treasures in the shape of their eggs. Our goats running for joy as the earth shoot forth primroses, buttercups, and clover. And I couldn't resist the urge to participate and make new things at our tiny camper home, to welcome and celebrate yet another season of warmth. Every day I look through my tiny camper window into the westward open meadow, where the sunset fades into the hazy horizon and fills the room with a pink glow. Here I like to hang handmade garlands. I have a little mushrooms hanging over my stove, and for these summer months I made little chickens. I will link the pattern and all my supplies down in the description below. First, cut out 2 pieces of the main body, 2 wattles and 2 combs and a heart. Then connect wattles and combs to each body part face to face and secure them in their proper location with a sewing machine or by hand. Then place 2 pieces of chicken body with wattles and combs face to face and stitch all around the edge, leaving a small opening to turn the fabric around and fill it with fiber filling. Then cut out 2 pieces of hearts for the wings and stitch them together. Using a cross-stitch technique, secure the heart to the body. Then create tufts on the tail for texture by inserting the needle with an embroidering thread inside the wing and pulling out on the other side. Stitching a cross or a knot by pulling the needle through the layers to another side. After I made a few of these chickens, I pull the thread through all of them to turn them into a garland. You can hang them in your kitchen or gift it to someone you love. As I'm opening the spring chapter of this year, I wanted to share with you some of my from-scratch meals that I make for my little family. I make quite a lot of meals in my tiny kitchen, inspired by my Ukrainian and Moldovan roots. With 2 growing children and a husband, most of my hours are spent in the kitchen, stirring something, proofing something, chopping something, sprinkling spices. I realize that the work in the kitchen, cooking meals and cleaning up is not going to end for me anytime soon. So I might be a little inspiration to you, bringing you wholesome ideas of what you can make as a next meal for your family. For breakfast, I love making traditional lazy vareniki with my simple homemade cheese. I will leave all the recipes in the description below. I make a batch of farmer cheese with the regular whole milk from the grocery store. Then I mix it with an egg, coconut flour or regular flour, 2-3 tablespoons of maple syrup and a pinch of salt. Then I knead the dough, sprinkle some flour on a cutting board and roll it into a log shape, about 2-3 centimeters in diameter. Then cut it into about 1 centimeter thick pieces, forming small round shapes. Then cook them in boiling, slightly salted water, occasionally stirring. They cook pretty quickly, so I remove them with a slotted spoon as soon as they float to the surface. I serve them with Greek yogurt, honey, and jam. If you don't want to make your own cheese, you can use ricotta cheese as a substitute. For lunch, I love making coconut milk curries. I often leave the same ingredients, alternating just red lentils, green lentils, chickpeas, black-eyed beans, mung beans. Also, I love adding leafy greens such as kale or spinach as a finishing touch to my curries. So firstly, peel and chop onions and carrots in small pieces. Heat coconut oil or olive oil in a cast iron pan and sauté garlic and fresh ginger. Then add chopped onions and carrots. Add my favorite spices such as cumin powder, coriander powder, paprika, turmeric, and a little bit of garam masala as an option. At this step, you can also add medium heat chopped peppers or cayenne pepper. Sauté everything together for 2-3 minutes. Then rinse red lentils or any other bean of your choice and add it to the cast iron pot along with crushed tomatoes. Let the curry simmer over low heat until the lentils are mostly softened. Then stir in coconut milk, salt, leafy greens, and parsley. Finish with a little sprinkle of lime juice. I like to serve my curries with rice, roasted tofu, homemade flatbread like naan or pita, and my homemade sourdough loaf. As mostly vegetarian family, I always look out to find delicious recipes for vegetarian patties, and my absolutely favorite kind is zucchini patties. I make this recipe throughout the year, and now that we have fresh zucchinis and Swiss chard growing in our garden, I turn these vegetables into delicious zucchini Swiss chard patties for sandwiches and as a side dish. I went to the garden and pulled out a good bunch of Swiss chard leafy greens and zucchinis. Then I chopped Swiss chard in tiny pieces and thinly grated zucchinis. You can also shred some carrots and make sure to squeeze out as much juice as possible before you add any other ingredients. Then I added a few eggs, about 3 tablespoons of flour, a little bit of salt, and chopped dill and garlic. That's it.
Сюда надо быть.
Then I preheated a cast iron pan with olive oil and fried these patties on both sides until they turned golden brown. Another easy option is to bake them in a sheet in the oven and then cut in small pieces or turn into a zucchini roll. You can replace Swiss chard with spinach leaves. I have done that before too, and it's also very delicious. are given a little patch of earth to belong to. For 16 years, I lived and thrived in Ukraine, a place that shaped me in my very early years of life. I watched my parents glue new wallpaper on the walls, make rows of vegetable garden, build a better wooden fence. Maybe back then I didn't understand the meaning of ordering and shaping a beauty with their hands and the tiny pieces that were available to them at that time. I watched and participated in something that had a quality of reverence. My parents demonstrated to me how much it matters, and now with time, I understand that this faithful, persistent shaping and building of raw, messy, tangible pieces of our life is a sacred work. And with each day that is given to me, I grow into a deeper appreciation and gratitude for being able to shape and order and serve my family with my abilities and skills, turning my little side of the world into a place of refuge and warmth. I find myself surrounded by a wide meadow and deep overgrown woods, in a place that was forgotten and abandoned and uncultivated for many years until my husband and I came, young as we were, and began to make it our home. Every year now, we put a new layer of life here, like a tree ring. First the orchard, then the gravel road, then our tiny camper, a garden, a flower bed, chickens and their beautiful chicken coops, and goats. We're filling this place with little things that almost whisper of life. It might be really humble and may not be as grand and awe-striking, but I hold these things in my hands, as little as they are, to bring comfort and make each minute, hour, and passing year meaningful. We can all wait for better times, better homes, bigger financial opportunities, and these are good things, but may our simple life, with its ordinary pieces and patches of earth and small walls, catch our time, hold it and slow it. So this year, we are focusing on adding just a little more perennial flowers to our garden. A few carful of trips from the nursery and our sidewalks pots and flower garden beds are filled with black-eyed Susans, geraniums, daylilies, climbing honeysuckles and wisteria for the fences, garden phlox, coneflowers, lariapeas, lavender, foxglove, Russian sage, pink salvia roses, marigolds, and pink vinca. I scattered the seeds of sunflowers and borage near the fences. There are many more empty spaces, but we feel so good to add just a little more life to our home this year. We worked a little more in our garden, leveling the ground with mulch and making a few more garden beds for our melons, pumpkins, and strawberries. We have made a really bad mistake of transplanting strawberries before the frost day, and all our strawberries died. It's sad. We would have had a nice strawberry harvest this year, so don't make our mistake in your garden. Our bees will have just a little more flowers to take nectar from to make more honey, and it's purely joy to watch all these things grow.